first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They hand this off to Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Tua. A little check down to Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 5. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Malcolm Brown, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, it's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown. Trucks over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff, Lindsey running left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 27th, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Check. Kill.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Watch your slap.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
No.
Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10.
They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Tua.
Another catch there for Waddle.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
Two and now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 and now on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Malcolm Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Harris. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Bang it. Bang it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 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 hey.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
SOS. Hey, Mike, 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, check Mike 21. Go, P. Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Need old blue.
Second and 5 now. Tua.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Rico Gafford,
54 yards.
And the Patriots are finally on the board in the fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 18.
Check 15, check 15. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Brown, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. He's to a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Dolphins, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been